So again, if you don't worship this thing, this image of the beast, you will be killed. The Most High don't force people to worship Him. You willingly do it. I mean, in the end, it's going to come down to that. In the end, it's going to come down to that. Let's go back. So it says, we'll start at 15 again. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Remember, Deuteronomy 6 spoke about that very thing. And this is Deuteronomy 6 and 8. And thou shalt bind them. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. Frontlets between thine eyes. Between the eyes is the forehead. That's the same thing again. Let's go back. Revelations 13 and 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So it doesn't matter who you are, unless you're walking with the Most High, you're going to receive this. One way or the other, if you're rich, poor, free, bond, old, young, black, white, whatever the case, if you don't have the mark of the Most High, you have the mark of the beast. It's that simple. Let's keep going. Let's go to verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast. Now, keep that in mind. The mark or the name of the beast. So it's something's got to do with the name. Let's go back to the commandments. Verse 9, Deuteronomy 5 and 9. It says, thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them. If you bow down again, this is a sign of worship. You're still breaking the first commandments. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children into the third and the fourth generation of them that hate me, and sheweth mercy unto thousands of them that love me, and keep my commandments. The way you show you love the Most High, you have to keep His commandments. It's no, He know my heart. If you don't keep the commandments, you don't love Him. It's that simple. He says, verse 11, and thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy power in vain. So Satan is going to use some sort of way with his name. He's going to make you take the Most High's name in vain. You see this? You're going to constantly break the commandments. If you follow what Satan has got for you, he's going to cause you to break the commandments. That's what he keeps doing. That's why, again, in 17 it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast. So his name is going to make you take the Most High's name in vain. It's a very, very clever, tricky plan that he got going. But we're going to expose it. Let's continue. Let's go back to verse 11. And thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy power in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Of course not, because you just broke a commandment. This is the commandment. Only part of the Bible that's written with the Most High's own finger. Verse 12. It says, keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it, as the Lord thy power hath commanded thee. Are you saying, what's the Sabbath got to do with it? Let's go back to Revelations 13 and read 17 again. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So if you don't receive Satan's mark, you can't buy or sell without his mark. Now, we to the fourth commandment. What is it that the Most High say you can't do on his Sabbaths? He says you can't buy or sell on his Sabbaths. Let's go to Nehemiah. Go to Nehemiah. Go to Nehemiah 13 and 15. Nehemiah 13 and 15. He says, in those days I saw in Judah some treading wine presses on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves, and lading asses, and also wines, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burden which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And I testified against them in the day wherein they sold victuals. There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and in Jerusalem. Then I contended with them, the nobles of Judah, and said unto them, what evil thing is this that ye do, and profane the Sabbath day? So everybody that's buying and selling on the Most High's holy day, you are breaking the fourth commandment. Well, Satan said, if you take my mark, you can buy and sell on my day, which he chose the first day of the week, which is so-called Sunday. And they're just worshiping the sun. You go into the stones and look up the sun, it's going to all link right back to Satan. So go back to this Nehemiah. Verse 17. Then I contended with them, nobles of Judah, and said unto them, what evil thing is this that ye do, and profane the Sabbath day? Did not your fathers thus, and did not our power bring all this evil upon us and upon this city? Yet ye bring more wrath upon Israel by profaning the Sabbath. You bring more wrath on you by profaning the Sabbath, by buying and selling. And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath, I commanded that the gates should be shut, and charged that they should not be opened till after the Sabbath. And some of my servants set, and I at the gates, that there should be no burden be brought in on the Sabbath day. So the merchants and the sellers of all kinds of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice. Then I testified against them, and said unto them, why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you. From that time forth came they no more on the Sabbath. So it was so serious that Nehemiah was ready to lay hands on them for buying and selling on the Sabbath. But again, Satan say, you can buy and sell on my day. If you take my mark, you can buy and sell on it. So we see